To the studio. It is Thursday morning. We always talk county government. Good morning.
Good morning, David. Morning.
We thank you for being here, both on radio and TV. Talk a little bit about what's going on. It's already July. That means y'all will be meeting later on tonight.
Yep, 6 o'clock. We've got our work session at 6, and then we'll go right into our regular meeting, right after that. So everyone's invited. We are still having to social distance. We'll get as many people in as we can in the office, in the meeting room. We're not sure how many. The governor did renew his order there, but we can. We'll space the chairs out 6 foot apart, and try to live with those guidelines if we can possibly.
Yeah. The order goes through the 12th of July, and that's groups of 50 or more. Then you have to have at least 6 feet apart.
That's right.
To be able to have 50 or more.
Yeah.
For the folks, I know the governor has said numerous times that he will not require anyone wear masks, but he is doing a statewide fly Georgia, if you will, along with the Surgeon General.
That's right. I think he's in Dalton right now.
They are on the ground in Dalton right now doing it. It's a public awareness type of fly Georgia to encourage everyone to wear masks. But he's always said he's been very so far very hesitant to even require anybody to do that. But he is encouraging everybody to do that.
Yeah.
So,
and we'll have masks available. We always do at the table out front, and we ask people to sanitize. We got sanitizer, hand sanitizer, and all. We just want to be as careful as we can. But there'll be masks there available tonight. Anybody comes there, or even in our office, we offer that out front. If you want a mask, we'll make those available for you.
Reading this morning, Summer Kelly at DiscoverDade.com and the Mount Valley Independent has got a new story up with a in-depth interview that she did with Logan Boss, who is the public relations media representative from the Georgia Department of Health that covers this North Georgia area. And basically, and anyone can read the article, is talking about we need to protect the 15% that are vulnerable, that have a immune system that's not up to par, and the elderly from this COVID. That's the reason for maintaining the social distancing and maintaining the mask, is to protect those that are really at risk.
Yeah.
Because in the article you can read, he went on to say that with any type of a virus like this, that they believe 60 to 70% of the folks will either be infected, come in contact with someone, or be vaccinated before we really get past this.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a great number. I know as of today there's only 67 since the beginning have come back positive.
Mm-hmm.
60% of the population in Dade, that's probably around 9,000
That's
people.
a lot, but of course, what they're looking at too. There's so much unknown about that. That's a very, very educated prediction. There's so much unknown, and I respect Logan and the health department and all the research. But what's scary about this is that's their opinion, and that they're basing it off of everything they can. So that's the only thing about this that kind of worries me. Is this coming into fall here, and exactly like you said, he's saying that before we even get to a leveling point, that in Dade County alone, what'd you say? How many people?
Well, he's saying that normally for this type of thing, 60 to 70% of the folks would have to either be infected or come in contact or be vaccinated.
Yeah.
And of course we don't have a vaccination.
Not yet.
Right.
Hopefully they can.
Right now, they can read more at DiscoverDade.com. The full article's up there at the Mount Valley Independent. And it's a rather lengthy article, but he reemphasizes that and I'm talking about everyone's responsibility, is to try to protect those, because he said most of the folks that will get infected, the majority of the percentage of the folks won't even know or would never even require a doctor's visit.
Yep.
You know, they'll just go through it and you know, but we have an obligation to protect the 15% that are very vulnerable.
Yeah.
And that's what the wearing a mask in public, and it does all of that to be able to stop that from spreading as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Can we go tonight? Meeting your brand new budget started yesterday.
That's right.
That'll be leading the county
Yep.
through the coming year. I know that you have been talking on this program for, it's really years. Let's be realistic. But you know, in the last 3 months, we've talked extensively about when you were going to start the project with the Lookout Lake
That's
Dam.
Right.
The things that are going to have to be done from the safe dams perspective, and now we know there's a group of folks in the New Salem community that started a petition. I'm not really sure on the wording. You may have seen it. I
haven't seen it.
To know exactly what they're wanting you
they're
to do.
From what I understand, they're just worried about the water level, being down, and it being a mud hole, is what they're kind of saying. But what we're going strictly by state guidelines that they're telling us to do, and that's the lower that dam itself, the top part of it, 4 feet from the highest point, which the dam kind of crests there a little bit. And that's got to be taken down, and then also a permanent spillway, put in. What's that now was put in years ago as a temporary. Those pipes were put in there temporarily to maintain the water level, And so there'll be a permanent box culvert put in there that's approved by the state. They actually came up with the prints on that, approved the prints, and so the water level itself, will have to be maintained to a Category 2 dam. It's a Category 1 dam, which is considered a dangerous dam, in the state of Georgia. I mean, it's and so we were bringing it down from a Category 1 to a Category 2. They gave us 3 choices back years ago when they came in. We could either drain the lake, run the water straight through, build a massive box cover down to the bottom, and there not be any lake at all. That was one choice. And then the second choice would be to spend a little over $2 million on a concrete facility there, a dam that would actually, then it would still be a Category 1 dam, and you'd have to maintain that liability-wise as that. And or two, keep the lake at a Category 2, depth, that's what we're doing, and bring the dam down. And that's something that Mr. Moore and the county agreed on, to do. Years ago.
One of the things that this is not just a huge pond. This is actually a lake. It is fed, and there is water constantly going into it.
It's the flow that will go all the way through. If the dam were to break, that's what the safety aspect, according to the state, they've done research all the way down, into Canyon Estates, and there would be a wave of water there for X amount of minutes, 8 to 10 minutes or whatever, 11 minutes. And it would be pretty destructive, all the way through the canyon, according to them, and if it did happen, and that's at full capacity. That's
it's not at full capacity.
Oh no, it's not. Well, no, we're maintaining that, But if something were to happen, and that's what they're looking at, was if it were to come up, cap the dam, and it were to just go all at once, there would be a wave of water, and it would be very destructive and life threatening. So that's why we're here today. It's been going on 15 years, and they've approved these plans, and so we've got 6 months to complete this, get this thing down. And as far as the water level, I think that's the more the concern of the people out there. And some rumors have been started it was going to lower 8 foot and all. I don't know where all that started, but that's not the truth at all. The water itself, I think the real number would be lowered like 3.8 feet, from the crest line of where it's at now, like that on the bank. And but that'll be determined. It won't be any more than that, but that'll be determined after the dam's lowered. We bring the water back up, because they go by how many gallons per acre is in that lake, and so that determines a Category 1 or Category 2. So that'll be looked at, as the water comes back up. That's when that'll be determined. But no, it's not going to be a mud hole. There'll still be a nice lake there, when it's something back. And that's why Larry agreed to it back then. He wanted to save his lake, because it's kind of odd the way this is. You know, we own the lake, the county taxpayers own the lake, but he owns the water. We own the dam, and he owns the lake. You know, so we're damming water up for a private lake, is what it amounts to. But it's our road going across it. You know, so we've got to maintain that. So.
Yeah, that was an agreement made back in the
years ago.
When that was made by I think it was Dan Hall was the sole commissioner. That's what I was trying to say.
It was a sole commissioner back then.
And agreed to put in that, and you know, you talked about it. I mean, you know, the county. Yeah. The county's it's a county road, so whatever's got to be done to the county road to bring it up to standard, then the county's got to be able to do that.
Because we both share liability if something happened. You know, it would be Mr. Moore and the Moore family they're very liable. You know, for, and also the county in case something did happen. You know, so that's the thing. I know Larry wants to get it behind him, get it done, and you know, and be done with it, and so do we. You know, we want to go on with it, but. Because it's not I mean, if it was up to us, the county commission and the people, I'm sure we'd just leave it like it is. I mean, as far as the dam goes.
I mean, obviously it's been there.
Yeah, it's been
close
there
to 60 years.
But but when you've got a person, I know it sounds crazy, but if you got a person telling you that this airplane is going to crash and the wings are going to fall off of it, you know, and the FAA says that, and you know, and you own it, and you say, well, that's crazy. I've got 44 boats, so these wings are not going to fall off. You fix it. You know, because you know, these people know a lot more about it than you do. You don't just take that chance, you know. So that's what's happened here, kind of. You know, we got professionals here that actually have come in, and they're not saying you might need to fix it. They're saying you've got 6 months now since we've approved these plans, and you know, if not, then you'll be fined per day. You know, a fine until it's taken care of. You know. So yeah.
Now, coming up tonight, other things on the agenda that y'all going to be talking about.
Let me run this thing down. I thought that was somebody else's phone, but it was mine. Yeah, we got a few things. We got the first reading of the alcohol Sunday sales that was passed, you know, our last election here just a few weeks ago, and that'll be our first reading of those two ordinances. Of course, all that is state wording, comes straight from the state. Robin will be handling that, and we've got a few SPLOST approvals from some of our fire department, and we got our vehicles that we purchased for the sheriff's department. I think they've got one, maybe two on there for that. And I don't have it in front of me. If you got it, you can go over it with me in there. But,
I just
didn't know. Yeah,
just thought maybe you. You know, I don't. Other than the ordinance readings, and I didn't see a lot.
Well, we'll announce also our millage, not our millage rate, but our schedule for you know, that we have to go through on adopting our millage. That'll be on there. You know, tonight we'll tell when that's going to be. That's you know, by law we have those meetings. But other than that, you know, it's pretty straightforward.
Now this year, from what I understand, Executive, there is not any growth. Is that correct? So there's nothing to accept.
Nothing. No. Well, okay, right now, just from what we're looking at right now, number
didn't grow as far as on paper.
It's not. Well, just from what we'll know, we'll have you know, more to report at our meetings when we do have them, you know. Okay. But I don't foresee any you know, tax increase or anything like that. If that's
well,
what, you know,
I mean, you know, it's always if you accept the growth.
If you accept the growth, you know, if there is growth,
new,
you have to advertise it as an increase in the actual collection of money. So therefore, it is a tax increase. But and you have to advertise if it's over a certain percentage, you know, the actual growth. Yeah.
And I didn't know if you know, we were going to meet that criteria or not, because I haven't seen any.
No more about that
numbers.
next week. We'll say the real numbers. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's.
But other than that, it'll be pretty straight. We got some people coming, I think, from the mountain tonight. You know, going to voice their opinion on the lake. But you know, that's something. Like I said, we're under a state order, you know, to do this, and it's not something that we can just back up on. But I agree with them. I mean, I don't want to be out there either. I'd much rather spend the money we're spending on that on other projects. We got County Road 6 we've got to get into in the next few weeks, you know, and it'd be good to take that. But this money's been, you know, this has been going on for 15 years, you know, and now it's come to a head. So we've got to do that. We've got to lower that dam. I mean, that's the first thing we start on anyway, is actually on that. And so as far as the water level, you know, that's something that You know, I'll go back next week and talk to our Safe Dams people to see just where, you know, just how we can, you know, if there's any change of that. But it's not really going to look a whole lot different, you know, from looking at it now than it does now as far as the water goes. You know, just from looking at the points on it.
All right, that'll be coming up tonight, 6 o'clock for the work session. We'll stream it live at KWN News Now. Our Facebook stream will be on the air at 6 o'clock, and we'll have not only the work session, but the regular meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Commissioner, let us know how we can get in touch with you.
667-8999, area code 423. That's my cell, or 657-4625. Just give me a call if you got any questions on anything going on tonight or anything pertaining to the government, or if you want to, you know, talk about the lake or anything. I don't mind. I've got plenty of information on my desk. It's been going on, like I said, for many years on this.
All right. Well, thank you a lot. Dade County Executive Ted Rumley, as he always does on Thursday, update us on what's happening here on the Newsmaker segment on KWN, the Today program. So we'll be right back. Stay with us.